Well, that's weird. I started a different stream for some reason. Let us just ignore that and go straight into the normal music. What is going on, everybody? I have no idea what's going on. OBS made me stream from a new stream, which is weird. But I think we're in the right stream now. Let me just double check. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Let me delete that. Let me delete that like 1-minute stream. But what is going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another Ploto Gaming stream where we are going to be watching. Whoops. We are going to be watching. There you go. 1093 versus. Let's give the 1093 opponent some respect here. 1093 versus 2387, 3273 of Earth Camp, 2906, 3165 of Water Camp, and Wind Camp 2102 and 2298. So this should be a, I mean, to be fair, zone past 7s are usually really boring. As you can see, if you look at the map, everyone carpeted what it seems to be pretty well here. I don't think there's going to be any gaps in the carpet, as they've had a lot of time to carpet up this territory for quite some time. Even this territory is carpeted. Wow. In all honesty, this is the allies of the furthest away from 1093. So early carpeting from them, just making sure everything's good. We have about 5-6 minutes until this pass opens. So yeah, it should be some good fun. I don't really have any horses in this race. If the kingdoms look familiar, we actually had 2906 on a Migration Monday one time. Of course, 1093, the hopes of the international server is what we've been calling them in the Grand Prix. The sole representatives from there. So it should be some good fun. Hopefully it'll be a fun KvK. Kingsland is going to be opening on Friday, so we'll be streaming that as well. And we'll just be streaming this past 7 opening just in case something crazy happens where one of these two opponents are able to somehow get a fort drop or burn through the forts or something. But it's extremely unlikely. But it will be the first time that what camp is this? Wind Camp is jumping into the fray. We did stream the past zone 5 openings, past 4 openings, where 1093 split into 2, and they were able to take care of Water Camp as well as Earth Camp. Although there was some resistance, now it'll be the full 1v3 scenario, and I'm going to be curious to see which way Wind Camp decides to go, or they're going to be splitting up as well, and how that'll work out. It's going to be I think it's going to be a different KvK than the 960 1v2v1 KvK, because I think the quality of these kingdoms are a little bit better. And of course, the kingdoms have a united front. Early king skill here from 1093. Sipping a cup of tea. Let me see. Leo was first, yeah. First F Leo. I was on time, but it was on the wrong stream. Let me actually go ping the Discord. That was so weird. I gotta learn how to multi-stream. I think it's because I tried to multi-stream on Twitch for that. But it's all good. Twitch gets no stream today. Let me go ahead and link the stream to the Discord. There you go. The Darkened Bow, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it should be a fun time in the Ploto Gaming channel. Grand Prix is ending. There should be more time for the channel, although it's been a blast watching the Grand Prix as well as the League of Legends finals. My goodness, that's the only thing that I'm sad about with the Grand Prix. It's at the same time as Worlds for League of Legends, but just been watching the highlights of that. Whoa, this is a new king skill. What is this? What is this, like, fluttering around the golden petals and stuff? I don't remember that being a thing. Is that new? I'd assume it is. It's SVP? Damn. That's kind of cool. I'm still VIP 18, and I never thought I'd see the day in Rise of Kingdoms where VIP 18 means you're broke. But, yeah, I'm like 1,500k away from VIP 19. And then after that, I am, you know, another 3 million away from SVIP. SVIP looks really cool. I think it's interesting that they put a cap on the VIP system, and now they put a store. But yeah. Ploto equal poor, that's what I'm saying. Grand Prix and Worlds being at the same time. Yeah, man. I'm a T1 fan, as most of the world is, so it's good to see that they're in the finals. You know, watch both of us. Goose equal OP. But yeah, so Grand Prix is ending. Should be migrating sometime soon, at least within the next couple of weeks. So a lot of things to look forward to. Although I am gonna go to Japan in November, so maybe not that much content. Maybe December is a good time for Ploto gaming. I don't know. Let's see. TSM fan. When TSM kicked out Double Lift, that's when I stopped watching. They got in Sven and Mithy, and then they started sucking. I was like, damn. Yeah, Dyrus, Odd One, Wild Turtle, X Special, Bjergsen. That's also when I started watching. Next OL fight of 93 will be during the KvKL. Yeah, that's good. That's what Silent Flow said in the interview I had when he was on the channel. Is that it's gonna be tough for them in Osiris League. They beat 466S, but 466W is the same kingdom. And you know, I'm sure 466S players are definitely going to be helping out the 466W players to get what they want and try to learn from their loss, right? So it's gonna be tough. It's T1 versus BLG, yeah. T1 after losing 10 times straight. By the way, we're talking about League of Legends, sorry, as this pass is about to open. But T1 after losing to Gen G like 10 times straight, they beat them in Worlds. I was like, that's insane, man. Japan itinerary. I mean, I'm sure I could share it after I go to Japan. The itinerary has like all the dates and all the locations and stuff. So I didn't make it either. It was my girlfriend and our friend. It's a little group trip. Prove it. He did not prove it. I'm surprised how many people watch Legal. Yo, that trailer, I actually shed a tear, bro. Those like nothing gets me riled up more than T1 at Worlds. Like whoever writes those lines for Faker is a banger. By the way, pass is about to end here. I always wondered, do you guys know if it's just like a flip? Like how does it choose which side gets the pass? Because whichever side gets the pass, they're chilling for quite some time. It looks like it's actually Water Camp. Wow. Oh my goodness. Water Camp has the pass. Now they're gonna start going through. Oh, that's gonna be super annoying for 1093. Water Camp having this pass means that 1093 are going to be the ones that are going to have to rally it down. Why is it? Alright, I'm going to exit my game I have on the other monitor here. I had Bannerlord up on the other side. I started getting back into that like yesterday. It's whoever touches it first. Oh, I see. Bro, Bannerlord is such a banger game, man. Mount & Blade, I used to play Warband. But I never had time for Bannerlords, and I don't know why I just booted it up. Right now I'm in the stage where I'm galloping out on the open field. I'm a horse archer, which is the most basic build, but I really like it. And I'm just sniping at looters, trying to gain XP. 4,000 hours on Bannerlord is crazy. That is insane. That's more than I have on any game, I think. What do I have on Warband? I have 400 hours on Warband, and that was like a lot for me. My own regiment in NWDOC. Alright, yeah, so this is Earth Camp. Where's Wind? Wind is still... I mean, Wind, they should be taking this pass. Or are they taking the top pass? They took the top pass. So Wind's going to be going up to this part of the map. It actually looks like 1093 didn't get either of their passes. So 1093 is going to be playing on the offensive for both sides here. Looks like Wind Camp is going to this top right pass versus this left pass is a consistent back and forth. I expect to see a couple of rallies coming out soon. Do they... I mean, they have to... They could double rally it, if anything. I think they'll have to double rally it to deal damage to this pass. Rust. So you have 7k hours on Steam right there. Rust and Bannerlord. I mean, those are fun games though. I actually refunded Rust because when I started, it was already like my friends were already like 5 days into the server and I just kept dying naked over and over again. I'm like, alright, this isn't fun. Maybe I gotta experience a reset to really understand that game. One of those kingdoms had 3 civil wars in a row? Oh my goodness, really? Interesting. 1093 FDP. I mean, 1093 has a very busy week ahead of them. They have this past 7. They have Kingsland. By the way, tell me if the volume's too loud. I could lower it a little bit. I'll lower the bass volume. And then I will increase the music. There you go. Is that better? But 1093 have a very busy week ahead of them. You know, I guess I'm a little bit of a 1093 fanboy. With this past opening, they got Kingsland on Friday, and they got a huge matchup against 466W on Saturday. I don't know if I'm casting that game. Let me see. I might be. People were making fun of my voice crack during the Master Strategies last Grand Prix, but that was absolutely insane. I don't regret it. I think I am. I think I'm pretty much a lock to cast that 9-3T match. They could have played 30 players for 1 hour. The thing is, it's not only 30 players for 1 hour, it's also the practice. It's also being in the mental state. Like, it's... The game for 1 hour is definitely not going to be a big detriment to them, but it's going to be about how much can they really practice and plan and strategize versus their opponents, which I don't know what 466W and what 466 is doing in the Chinese server. Perhaps they might be in the KvK as well. We don't know. But I think what I've learned anything is that in Osiris League and in Grand Prix, it's much... The game is the easiest part. The 1 hour is the easiest part. It's the prep and it's the strategizing and it's getting everything ready. That's the tedious part. I'm decent at casting. Not gonna lie, I've been watching the League of Legends broadcast. They yell all the time over there, so I tried to bring the energy in the Grand Prix. It's kind of, for some of the matches it was tough, but for these 93 team matches, they've all been bangers. So it's a shame that 1093 had to downsize. It is a shame, but I mean, I feel like they're still really strong. Like I feel like we have to keep in mind these kingdoms that they're versing are no slouches, and I think that's what. Oh wow, I haven't clicked the game for so long that the music just the sound just stopped. I think if anything, that's what Migration Monday is supposed to indicate, to me at least. That's my biggest learning, is that there's a community in every single one of these kingdoms that 1093 is versing that is dedicated, that is hardworking, that is excited to play against them. At least that's the vibe I got from 2906 when I got them on for Migration Monday about 2 weeks ago. So, like, this isn't going to be a free star for 1093 at all. I feel, at least. But that's just my predictions. We'll have to see the reality in Kingsland on Friday, when all three camps are going to be against 1093, and that'll be very, very interesting. New Look 1093 versus, you know, these high A seeds. What's up, James? Captain Hook, I feel I did enjoy that big Imperium, like 3-4 alliance meta, but back in the day during COVID. But it's just not, like, that's just not sustainable anymore in Rise of Kingdoms, unfortunately. With the player base, with the Imperiums merging, there's less competition out there, to the point where 1093 essentially stood alone. It used to be 1093, 1365. They've been downsizing at the same pace. They both have two alliances. Perhaps 1093 is bigger than, I think 1365's in, like, aren't they like a full alliance in 3/4 or something? Like, the second alliance not exactly fully full. But I don't think it's 1093's fault that they were big. I think it's the rest of Rise of Kingdoms where they all downsized to where there was no opponent for 1093 that could go straight up. That makes sense. Yo, Straight with the 5 gifted GGs to Straight. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. The Aussie man himself. I forget if you're from I think you're from Australia. Leo got a gifted. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's based off chat activities, so shout out to everyone that got a gifted. The rest had to downside with Autark. I guess that's true. The Autark system being super selective like that made it so that kingdoms had to downsize. I also think it's the amount of kingdoms growing. Like, we're up to like 3.3k, right? In terms of kingdoms. Kingdom numbers, at least. I guess that'd be 2.3 because it started at 1001, right? But the amount of kingdoms out in Rise of Kingdoms, I feel like the existing player base, like the new players, there are new players in there, but it doesn't justify the amount of new kingdoms in the game. So what that's doing is, in fact, is diluting the current kingdom bases, where, you know, there used to be a bunch of groups in one kingdom, but now each group is finding their own kingdom. And an example of that would be 2268, where there's 2 groups. Now one of them's in a different kingdom and the other one's in a different kingdom. And, you know, that's just kind of how it is, where when a kingdom disbands, some of them might go to Imperium, like what I'm planning to do. Some of them might go to a really good A seed, and some of them might try to build their own thing, and that's what's been going on. Fully spin Esmeralda without purchasing bundles. You can. Oh, you mean the new event? I don't think you can. No. I think you have to. Oh wait, I don't know. I'd have to check, but we're watching KvK. Maybe I could check on my phone. Watch it log me out. Because all my accounts are in the same ID, so this is risky. Oh, nice. Esmeralda's Prayer. I thought you talked about the Esmeralda event. This is a very good event, by the way. How many can you buy via gems is the question. Purchase with gems. You cannot do this event without buying the bundles. You have to either get really, really lucky, because if you get all of the special spots, then you'll finish the event. But I mean, I guess you could also get the other stuff. How much Triarch Trouble and Protect the Supplies? How many does that give? Obtained for the Esmeralda's Collection event. This guy's making me do mental math on stream. So we have Esmeralda's Collection gives 20. Oh, that gives 20. Okay. Esmeralda's Collection gives 20. I don't know. I usually buy like the first 3 chests up to iron, and then that allows me to get to 90. But I don't know. If you find out, let me know in the chat one day. 1093 won't be down 30 players during the Grand Prix. Grand Prix accounts will be on different servers, so pilots will be on their accounts. I think the main thing isn't about the hour where Grand Prix is happening. It's all the preparation before that, right? Ideally, I feel like on the Friday, you would be having the meetings, be having the prep, you'd be having the talks, you'd be, you know, adjusting your strategies based on what 466W have done and based off your very, very close match against both 489 and 466S. But because they're going to be in Kingsland, I don't think they're going to have the time to... I mean, it depends on their opponents, how much they pressure them. If it's going to be a wash like it was in 960, I don't expect it to be. But if it is a wash, then 93T should be good for Grand Prix. But if not, then it's going to be rough. Yeah, you guys have to keep in mind. I don't know how it is for 1093, because 1093 have a lot of members. They have a lot of leadership. They're very organized. But at least for most kingdoms, the Grand Prix leaders versus the war leads are very... They're like a Venn diagram where a lot of the war leads are leads in Osiris League. At least that was the way it worked in 2268, where our Osiris League was also our war league lead. And by the way, I have to move the camera because 1093 is actually getting pushed back. Let's go back to this KvK instead of talking about the macro stuff. 1093 actually getting pushed back a little bit by Water Camp here. Perhaps it is the refreshes that are coming in, but the fact that I have to pan over the camera means that there is some territory being gained by Water Camp. I took a load of fresh accounts, people eager to play. 550 main accounts in a kingdom spread over 5 alliances. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. 35 from events, buy 10 tokens, and gold heads level up 45. Play for someone in 1093. I've never been a piloty guy. I mean, when it's against TOS, and I'm technically an official Rise of Kingdoms content creator, so... But two, I feel like a lot of the fun for Rise of Kingdoms for me is playing with my account. You know what I mean? Like, I like knowing out in the open field that all of the stuff that I'm using, all of the commanders that I'm using, this is what I've been grinding for. You know what I mean? Like, in KvK 1, when I was barb chaining and to get the city skin, that city skin's, you know, is what I'm using out in the open field. By the way, did I read that the patch they're taking out negative debuffs from city skins? Cause holy crap, that defense city skin that just came out is gonna be so broken. I mean, it already was. Or for Cav mains, it wasn't exactly the best, but now it's absolutely gonna be stacked. It is absolutely gonna be stacked. Face to face with the developers. Quality of life. Why do city themes have debuffs? You should get rid of city themed debuffs. We're starting to think city theme debuffs. Holy crap! Why can't I say that? City theme debuffs add little value to the game. We've decided to remove debuffs of all current and future city themes. Holy crap! They're shortening KvKs, which is both a good and a bad thing. KvK algorithm, of course. But yeah. Rally on the fort? Oh shit. My bad. I was like reading stuff. There is a rally in this fort. Oh, they canceled. Not enough rains? Interesting. I feel like they had the open field there. I should have to start spectating this KvK a little bit. There's two little murder balls coming up. There's a murder ball up to this 93A fort. There's also a murder ball pushing out 93T. Oh my goodness. 93T. Let's check. Let's do it. Let's do a check on this top side of the map here. It was pretty tame last time we saw. Looks like it is still tame here. I bet you the people that are here are like, man, I really want to go to the 93T side. Perhaps they'll start shifting some people over. I think that's going to be tough. And I think this side is going to be where 1093 is going to be on the offensive. They are rallying this down. They got a sepia with Tariq on it. I would assume it'd be a sepia with Tariq. I didn't see it. Yeah, it's sepia Tariq. That is a damage rally, but they should have some farm accounts in the back here. You could see some farm accounts back here to reinforce that rally. So everything is going according to plan for 1093, and I think this side will actually be defensive for the all coalition, because we have Earth Camp building here. I would expect Earth Camp to be building some forts around here as well, so that they could maybe defend one half and then Water Camp will defend the other half. Interesting. 2906 took this pass. Does that mean that... Oh, they are building. Is this Water Camp? Oh, they're trying to switch sides. They're trying to swap sides. 2906 is trying to get these passes for Kingsland. And then Water Camp will get these. I'm not exactly... I don't know what the rationale is. It's all the same kingdom, but... Perhaps just trying to get some flexibility in all camps having forts for both sides so that they can swap whenever they need to. Interesting. This is a Heroic Anthem KvK, yeah. Switch to water? Wait, what are they building? Water. I'm lost. Oh, they are building right here. There you go, wind camp. So So Wind Camp will be defending this bottom side, and then Water Camp will be defending the top side. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue watching the water. Water. Where are they? Over here. 1093 looks like they got the refreshes back, by the way. Pushing them back to the pass. Water Camp's probably gonna go back into the pass, regroup, push out again. They had a good chance on burning that fort if they had the reinforcements, but they just didn't. And the thing that's interesting about this pass 7, it's kind of like zone 5, where sure you could, you know, reinforce with your main accounts and all that, but realistically, what do you get for burning that fort? You get another fort built behind it. So is there really any point to burn these forts? It's kind of like a handshake between the two kingdoms, a litmus test, one might say. But I do think 1093 want to just get control of these passes so that they could just stuff their farm counts in the pass and call it a day. The more time that Water Camp and Earth Camp have control of their passes, or not Earth Camp, yeah, Earth Camp, Water Camp and Earth Camp have control of their passes, the more time that these 1093 players have to be online and continue to have the open field and swarm, because once you have those passes, you're kind of just chilling. You don't really need to open field. Just get your farm counts up there, wait for the pings on the Kingdom Discord, fill the pass, and call it a day. Look at the city skins of Water Camp, AP 06. Oh my goodness, boat. Man, maybe I should have migrated. Maybe I should have migrated to get this skin, low key. I think this skin is like the most badass skin in Rise of Kingdoms. It's so cool. It's so unique. I think the coolest skin is the 489 Grand Prix skin, just to represent the KD. Imagine just having your kingdom number on the top of your city. That's actually super sick. But the obtainable skin for like the best Zenith skin would probably be the boat skin. %12 health, don't stress. 12% health would go crazy, especially if you're an inf main. Oh my goodness. 12% health would go crazy. But the thing is, I don't know. Even whatever kingdom I go to, I'm probably not going to win a Zenith, you know what I mean? Technically having big migration. I think that's their plan. I don't know if it's going to be big, but they are planning to have a migration. They're planning on dropping Imperium, from what I've been told. So, like, they have this whole thing where it's like I think it's every other KvK they drop Imperium to get migration in. So this is their KvK to drop for migration. Come here, 16 mil Zenith. I mean, Leo, if you told me that before, I perhaps would have came to the boat. You can find a dead continent. That's what I was thinking for this Zenith, right? But I don't know. I didn't end up pulling the trigger. New Kingdom, like 3308. I don't know what. I don't know 3308 in particular, but. $3308. Why does that kingdom sound familiar? Drop Imperium to get migration in. Migration is expensive, man, at that point. The thing is, for the past 4 years, I haven't spent any alliance tokens. So I'm pretty stacked when it comes to alliance tokens. Like I should be okay with passports to migrate twice at least with my power. Oh, 3308. Is that Mad Achilles, Wild Lion, Mr. Hope? That game's stacked, bruh. I think the biggest thing for me is being in a big kingdom, but then the second thing would be the relationships I have with people. Like Matt Achilles, I've met in person and he's really chill. So perhaps, you know, but he'd be the only person that I know of there. So yeah, he's super nice, man. We've been allied. We were allies twice, 2 KvKs in a row. We lost both of them. Against, it was a 3v5 KvK. And it's in his 1875 account. And I'm literally gonna, I shit you not, when we were in LA for the meetup, he was telling me about the 2 KvKs in depth, in detail, and about how we could have won both of them. I'm like, bro, it's literally been 6 months and this guy's going in depth, in detail, just saying like, yeah, you know, if we did this and we did that and our allies did this and then they did that, and then, you know, if we held on for a couple more days, it's like, yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, he's passionate about the game. That's what I'm trying to say. 5 SVIP accounts. Yeah, I saw his video about that. When am I playing class? Yo, add me. Add me. What's my League of Legends IGN? I think this is Ploto and then hashtag NA1. I'm so down to play Clash, man. Not gonna lie, my League of Legends, I had like a League of Legends phase. I was playing daily, ranked, duo queue. I don't play solo queue. If I play League of Legends by myself, I question my life. At least if I'm playing with someone, I could question it with another person, you know what I mean? So it's like a joint activity. Ragnar is meta. Ragnar's not out yet, but from what I've been seeing, everyone's saying Ragnar is going to be super good, so should be exciting for infantry. The William Wallace release was kind of like a meh. Now you could go, if you really want to keep, what are people saying? If you want to keep Guan, you could go Guan, Ragnar, and then Scipio with Liu Che. But if you want to keep the Alex, you go Liu or WW, I guess. You go Alex or Liu Che, or Alex and WW with Liu Che, and then Scipio with Ragnar. Or Ragnar Scipio. I don't know. I saw some people talk about how the AoE silence might be better than the WW or the Alex still. So I don't know. Warwick. William Wallace. Thoughts on 2906? The thing that's tough about multiple kingdoms in one camp is it's hard to differentiate which one's 2906 and which one's a campmate. But I will say water camp in a whole has been really impressive against 1093, especially since they're fighting against T. Although I'm pretty sure 1093, like, they split up their forces evenly between the two sides, so. But on paper, the picture looks nice for 2906 when you're versing 1093 and 93T, and they're at least competitive. You know what I mean? At least for the first hour of this pass opening, we'll have to see. Kingsland. Kingsland's gonna be the main thing for all of these kingdoms. 93's other alliance is in the top pass. We could take a we'll do a little bit of a check. They are up here. Oh my goodness, so quiet. Wow. It's literally night and day. My ears are resting right now. Looking up in this top pass. We got a Charles Martel. But it's like you know like when there's like chaotic music and then there's like tranquil classical music. This is like the chaos, dun, 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 and then after that, it's like the dichotomy, the duality of KvK. don't even know what the fuck does dichotomy mean? What did I say? Why did I say that? Dichotomy. Oh, that's correct. Oh my goodness, my vocabulary is expanding. So 906 is definitely gonna get it. Yeah, I mean, water camp's been. I think they're gonna do it off stats, but I would assume water camp has the most stats so far versus 1093. Nancy just doesn't get drained, lol. If the week 1 Kingsland against 960 didn't drain them, it's gonna be hard for these guys to do it. That's true. That's true. Now, the real question is the downsized 1093 enough to hold open field against 6 kingdoms? 6 A-seed kingdoms. That's going to be the answer for Kingsland, because I don't think it's going to be a war of attrition. It's going to be a war of pressure, similar to Grand Prix and Osiris League, where, you know, if 1093 can't hold the open field, and in this case, like, they're getting pushed back a little bit, and this is, you know, probably a call from their leadership to reset. But either way, if, you know, 93T is holding off, or this segment of 1093 is holding off water camp, can earth camp and wind camp also do the same thing to the other side of 1093? And will that be enough to suppress them and perhaps burn some flags? That's going to be the question for KL, and we're going to be watching Kingsland to answer said question for sure. Really hope matchmaking gets fixed. What's the fix to matchmaking is the real question. Like, how do we fix a match? Let's like brainstorm as a community. Because definitely the way that it is now isn't working. Is it like, do you queue up? Like is it like a custom matchmaking perhaps? Because I heard that 2377 and 1365 wanted to match up. I feel like if you want to match up against people, you should be able to get that matchup. The way that it is anyways, is I'm pretty sure there's a big Discord where people like say when they're going and what pop. At least for the Imperium KDs. I don't know if that's still a thing. I was never in that. I just heard rumors about it. But why not just have that in game, I guess, is my question. One Earth Camp KD had Civil War. Oh, damn. 5 KDs. That sucks. That sucks for the 3. There's a Discord, but not everyone says what pop and for what KvK. Many imps are just avoiding each other. Oh wow, so there's like secrecy now. Interesting. People love hiding and stuff. I mean, the Imperiums have been clashing so much lately that I guess they just wanted to break. 960, I mean, that KvK. When you have your leadership say don't spend that KvK, that, you know, that's kind of kind of a dud KvK for them. 1093, I mean, this is still a competitive KvK, in my opinion. I remember Ruz said the solution is the opposite of what I said. It's just go back to how Rise of Kingdoms used to be. And just randomly queue people up without like telling them. That's what Rez said. It's like back in the day when you literally couldn't pick what KvK and when to queue up for KvK. Those were the best KvKs. commander power player activity for the past 2 weeks or something, and at least make it a reasonable matchmaking. The thing about that is Rise of Kingdoms doesn't make their matchmaking clear, because if Rise of Kingdoms makes their matchmaking clear, then everyone will just game the system. For example, if you say the last 2 weeks of your activity will go into your matchmaking, people that don't want a good match will just not log in for 2 weeks. That's Kingdoms do that actually. I remember 1254 when they said when they were getting no match founds, they literally told their members not to log in for like the last week or last 2 weeks before matchmaking happened. And then what happened was when they told their members not to log in, their members were like, hey, wait, this is chill. Wait, I got time in life now. They just never logged back in, and this happened in 1254 in all honesty. I mean, that's a simplified version, but, you know. No skips, no BS. That's why we need to keep it competitive. I think the idea also of making KvK shorter is interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. It's interesting, though. This is the other past 7. All high ACs have 1 skip. Low ABCs have 2 skips. CDCs have 3 skips. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is. The thing is, the hard part about it is like either way, there's always gonna be someone that's fucked. You know what I mean? That's how matchmaking works. 1093 crumble? I don't think they crumbled. They just downsized. Leo, aren't you in the KvK with 1606? And 1981? He's in 2218. He was also part of the Migration Monday that we had before. I mean, 1093 downsizing, I feel like definitely was attributed to them facing... By the way, there's a rally on this, but it shouldn't really mean too much. 1093 downsizing was attributed much to the fact that they had 960 and 2489 in one camp versing against them. Like, that matchmaking was kind of crazy. Having this potentially second and third best kingdom, if not top 5, 2 of the top 5 kingdoms in the same camp versus you in a 1v1. Like, if it's a bunch of no match founds and the one match you get is that, then yeah, you're gonna downsize. Am I gonna invest in Shajar? Probably not. Even for chaining. Oh man, investing for chaining is so interesting because it's gold heads right now are worth less than ever before. The reason being is, one, the new commanders are kind of not it right now. Unless you're a rally or garrison lead, gold heads are not like open fielding right now. Like Shajar is like you could skip it if you want to. William Wallace is optional. Belly Prime super optional. This whole last section of commanders has been super optional. And if you're a mid spender, the dailies are getting really good commanders. Heraclius is on the dailies, and I literally just maxed him. I'm like, damn it. Now I don't buy dailies anymore though, so perhaps it doesn't matter for me. But if you're a mid spender, you're living in Rise of Kingdoms right now. 1111 Shajar. $2268 was complaining about matchmaking. I mean, at least 1093 were able to compete against those guys. Last KvK was just a joke, in all honesty. I don't even know what to say about last KvK. And I don't even think it's about matchmaking, it's just we perform bad. The dailies on the engineering commanders is really. Wait, what's a new commander on dailies now? Let's see. Gajamada. Is Cordoba in dailies yet? Not yet, right? Gajamada being in dailies is crazy though. Isn't he like brand new? $960 still a Beast Kingdom? Are they top 1 right now? I mean, they're still a Beast Kingdom. Are they top 1? It's so hard to rank kingdoms, especially when they're not versing each other. Because the relative strength of kingdoms literally changes from hour to hour. You know what I mean? Like, how many players do you have on? How many people you migrated in? Literally off season to off season, it's a whole new, well, not whole new KD, but there's pieces moving around, people leaving, people joining. People are, I think the main top 4 right now is 1093, 1960, 2489, 2377 in no particular order. You can make a case for any of those KDs. Farming KvK is ruining matchmaking. I think the fact that domain 2 and 3 are forced into KvK is ruining matchmaking, in my opinion, for lower seeds. In PM, in game. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, you're allied with 1981. Oh. Interesting. 1606, top of pre-KvK, 1598, 1568. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on this in this KvK. Although, when's the Kingdoms for that? I don't remember. I think that KvK is also in my pop, by the way. $1365 is done, IMO. 6/7. I think we're in. I think I'm in the same tides pop, so I might not be able to watch because I'll be fighting, but should be fun. If there's no fights in my KvK, I'll take a gander, take a look. The great Z, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I need to go live more often, but soon. Migration. I'm not gonna talk about migration anymore. I said the 2 kingdoms I'm thinking of, but next time you hear it, I'll just be there. You know what I mean? 89 is a good kingdom for sure. I'm gonna be interested to see how 2489 does in their next KvK. That'll be a big factor to judge the relative strength of them. Take a look at the other side. Yeah, let's let's take a gander at Earth Camp. It's just past rallies from 1093. Not even a pass rally actually. They're just quietly staring at each other. So yeah, that's why we've just been watching this solely, because this is the only action on the field right now. $18.46, they got Gaines Gaming. There you go. Gaines told me about that a while back, but he migrated out of 1079. The 1079 duo content creators are gone. I think 1079 is still doing okay as a kingdom though, right? I'm not updated with them. Auto zoom all the way out as far as you can. Look how good it looks. $22.17. That's LX or L. Forgot the line's name, but zoom out more. LX17, yeah. This is the most I could zoom out. I'm literally scrolling as far as possible. Oh, that's only in HA. Got it. Oh, only in Tides, rather. By the way, the new graphics on HA, is this one of these KvKs with the new graphics? But the new graphics on HA actually looks really nice when I was spectating the 3092 KvK. This isn't the new graphic one. The new graphics only work when you're in the KvK. That's a problem. $33.50 best KD. Ah, there you go. So there's still be some people in that WinCamp kingdom that imploded that'll be participating in the KvK. Coop render is so slow. This game needs to improve the performance and reduce lag. To be fair, it's gone a long way from what it used to be. I wonder if it's my PC. Is it my PC? Like, this is pretty bearable in my opinion. Yeah, I also feel that too, Leo. Bro, before in that what was the KvK had the worst lag in? It was before the 960 KvK. Probably the 2775 KvK was the worst laggiest KvK. Siege of Orleans Pioneer. I think starting that 3v5 960 KvK, they actually started working on performance. I mean, if we go simplify graphics, the performance would go down, would be a lot better. You guys want to go simplified. It is also a lot more quieter. Yo, Jake the dog, what's up, man? You know what's funny? I saw that you play a lot of I've been on Steam a lot. You play a lot of what do you call it? Or you used to play a lot of damn, what's the game called? Dead by Daylight. $196 hours of Dead by Daylight. Hey, Mania, what's up, brother? How's that streaming grind going? I think 9-3 could win it, but I also think that the 3 camps could win it as well. It really depends on how Earth Camp and Wind Camp perform, because I've seen enough from Water Camp to... I think Water Camp's really strong, and maybe I'm biased because I've grown to know like 2906. But you know, they're still fighting out here. KvK did not streaming a lot. Yeah, the SC group's really, really good. I think they do have a chance. It depends on if they could all rally together. The hardest part about being the 3 versus the 1 is the 1 is very used to working with each other. The 3 side, like, there could be a lot of discourse, there could be a lot of drama. For example, if 1093 focuses one side and not the other side, that one side is going to be asking for help. Like, how do you respond to that? Do you pressure 1093? Like, it's going to be interesting because 1093 is the best run kingdom in the game, most probably. I think that's fair to say. They're the most organized, best run kingdom, longest running kingdom, and a high seed, that's for sure. So if you're versing against that and you're disjointed 5.5 kingdoms, then it's gonna be tough. But if you're 5 kingdoms that could band together and see yourselves as one entity and see the bigger picture, then I think it's gonna be a very interesting and fun KvK in Kingsland. Let's see. Got chords in chat. Okay, 650 or so Windcamp's gonna be taking this top pass. Interesting. So Windcamp's gonna be wall jumping here, taking first point of contact with 1093 on this side. Probably shortly followed by... Are they both Wind Camp? They're both Wind Camp, okay. That's confident from Wind. I mean, Wind should be completely fresh, right? I appreciate it. Yeah, if you like the stream, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the stream. Send it out to your homies. We're going to be keeping tracks of this KvK for as long as possible. And other KvKs as well, so it should be some fun. Should be some good old fun. I'll probably be streaming here until I eat lunch. It is 12:30 in East Coast, North America. Wait, does my KvK open today? I think it does. Oh wow, my KvK opens on this account. Well, looks like I'll be doing 2 streams today. think 93 doesn't want to empty their farms on the passes because they'll need a lot of them for KL. Perhaps. I think both sides don't want to empty anything on this. This is just like a show of force slash, you know, getting some KP, trying to drain your opponents. The reason being is both sides, it's going to be very, very tough for them to break through a pre-made shield from all these kingdoms, right? KL benefits to the 3 camps. I mean, if this was 1093 with 4 main alliances, I'd say 1093 would actually be favored. But now they only have 2. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond to the different pressure points. Because it's 3 camps, 5 kingdoms. If one kingdom attacks a flag line each, it's going to be very tough for 1093 to respond. They're going to be spread out. So it'll be all up to how much can these kingdoms oppress and oppose 1093 in that Kingsland. That would be the main question. If 1093 could has the open field against, you know, each of these camps, they could, you know, defend their flags and perhaps start aggressing on their opponents, then it's going to be very tough for the 3 camps. But if these 3 camps could work together and spread 1093 out and find the weak points, I feel like it's going to be advantage to them. We'll have to see, though. That's true, Samo, but the thing is, 1093 is so flexible from what we've seen in previous KvKs that there's going to be a lot of ground to cover. The main question is if the new 1093 downsized version of 1093 could cover the same way the old 1093 used to. Yeah, if it is going to be all about morale for sure. It'll be a great watch. That is guaranteed. Guaranteed banger of a KvK to watch. Technically has the best flag fillers. Yeah, I mean 1093. That's the thing about Imperium Kingdoms is that every single one of the kingdoms that were registered in, especially if you're 1093, right? Because 1093 they have so many members. All the kingdoms that were registered in the first thing for first, what do you call it? First domain. They're all going to be contributing in this KvK. '93 failed to build. Last KL versus 2489, 1960. I don't actually remember the details of that KvK. It will be a land grab though, as every pass opening is. The land grab for Kingsland is going to be absolutely huge for 1093 because, I mean, if you can think about it, they're going to only have 1/4 of the territory in Kingsland to start off, and it's going to be an uphill battle from there. But yeah, that was a very, very tough KvK to for 1093. Yeah, we saw wind building past to the below. Yeah, below water camps pass, yeah. So wind's gonna be coming in through here. So it probably will be wind, water. I don't know. Usually they like interchanging, so it'd be like this. We'll see. I mean, some KDs or sometimes the KDs start building the forts literally the day before the pass opens, so. A 4 camp KvK against those KDs would be pretty interesting. Just straight up those 4 KDs. It's like a cage match. Leo always talking about his migration, man. Always talking about the migration. I mean, to be fair, you could be very proud of the KD built over there, right? Windcamp's building forts below both passes. Interesting. That Barry name's kind of crazy. I'm looking at the names in this murder ball. Bro. Barry. Interesting. But yeah, this is going to be the state of this level 7 pass for quite some time. I expect this fighting to die down within a day, to be honest. I think both kingdoms both sides are going to see that, hey, there isn't really much to do here. Might as well just save for KL. But, I don't know, maybe 1093 might be able to take the pass during someone's downtime. I don't know the downtime of water camp exactly, but do you guys think 1093 is winning from this pass fight? I mean, we were talking about 1093 is very hard to drain. Wouldn't a stalemated fight be better for 1093 then if they're hard to drain, because then they're draining their opponents here in water camp? I mean, if you look at the pure numbers, I would assume that 1093 is trading better than water camp. Like, I see water camp, there's some sad faces coming out. 1093, they're taking the walk. They're refreshing at yellow and red. I mean, there is a couple sad faces though. You could see this person refreshing at this. I guess a couple of people are sad facing. Yeah, they need to fight as much as possible. That's what I was thinking, right? This is just a benefit to 1093. I wonder how KvK works out if Lilith would limit each account player to hours of gameplay. Oh. They do that in the Chinese server. I think there's like a couple hours where the Chinese server can't play. Yeah, if they fight now, the better it is for them, the more drained their opponents are for KvK. I agree. Oh, there's a rally coming in. What's the rally? Birdie with the rally. It is... Oh, was the rally canceled? I don't see it. Maybe just insta-swarmed. I couldn't even see what the rally was. No, it's still hitting. Is this the rally? Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. Hey, what's up, Knight? Get some sleep, man. Class at 8 AM, very awake. I mean, if I know anything about the Philippines, is that the commute is super long as well, so you have to wake up at like 6 or something. And it's not even the distance, it's just the traffic, right? Hey, what's up, Karina? Looks like 1093 is backing off. The rally failed, so they're gonna refresh here. Then I would expect Water Camp to try to chase down the marches. Oh, Omni got a Artemisia body pillow, really? You know what's funny? People are like, did you use it? Did you use it? Bro, that thing's been in my closet ever since I got home. Got home from university, 12 AM to 12 PM. That's a crazy university. What the hell? Wait, why were you there till 12 AM? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever been at university that late. I was a commuter student though, so I was able to drive home whenever I wanted to. I wasn't the best student either. I think the latest I've been at school is like 10 AM. Or 10 PM rather. 10 AM would be crazy. 10 PM. Oh, bridge project. Okay, okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense. So as soon as you said engineering students have no work-life balance, so that they could have the best work-life balance when they work. Like that's how it works. Engineering students here, they're so fucked in university. Most of the time it's to weed you out, honestly. It's like there's so many people that want to be engineers, we're gonna just pick whoever is dedicated enough. But then once you get into your job, like you're chilling. Most of the time. Computer engineering. Computer engineering, it's the same thing, but you just take the work home. So I guess it's better. But I bet Knight's up late doing some next fucking programming. $8 AM till 20 PM. Is that like what's 20 like 8 PM? Is that military time or what's that supposed to be 2 PM? I'm 2 months away from graduating from medical. Oh, yo, congrats! Like medical school, what kind of medical school? Like your doctorate? Like is it undergrad? Is it your master? I don't know how medical school works actually. Medical school would be like after that you could be a doctor, right? Did you do your placements or what do you call it? I don't know anything about medicine, to be honest. When I was a lifeguard, I was like, I don't want to be anything in healthcare because I don't want to be in charge of people's lives. Like it's too much power, too much responsibility. Is GP general practitioner? I don't know. 1K lines worth of code. That's sick though. Making a difference and making money, you know, best of both worlds. If you're Asian, you're whatever Asian you are, your family's, your parents are probably proud of you. That's like the stereotypical go to school, be a doctor, Asian American dream right there. I guess Middle Eastern as well, right? Okay. I don't know about that. I will say though, I did start spending after I graduated. That is true. But that's also because I started YouTubing. Oh, okay. I mean, Middle East is technically part of Asia, right? I'm not from the US. In Canada, I've been told they're underpaid. US, I think it depend on where you are. But imported nurses are very common in the US for sure. Oh, you're Egyptian? I mean, that's a Rise of Kingdoms question actually. In thing. In what do you call it? That's in the Peerless Scholar or whatever. It's like which country is in 2 continents, and then Egypt's the answer. So technically, you know, you have a sliver in Asia and a lot in Africa. Yeah, it is a Peerless Scholar question. Peerless Scholars would know. But yeah, good stuff regardless. You know what's funny? Peerless Scholar, no joke, like, when it comes to random historical facts, I'm like, oh yeah, this. Like, how do you know that? Oh, Peerless Scholar. Like, it actually helps. By the way, there's a rally somewhere in there. I don't know what kind of rally it is though. Let me go simplified. It should be easy to see. For random knowledge, it can be useful. But the thing is, it's Peerless Scholar is pretty much just a bunch of Google questions. Like they searched it up on Google and then got the answer and then put it on Peerless Scholar. So I mean, it's all very base level knowledge. Been playing Rise games for 3 years. I haven't done Peerless Scholar. I haven't done it in a while. Not gonna lie. I literally can't even click the rally. Where is this guy? Nope. It's impossible. I tried. Then my daily things in Rise Kingdoms, Town played Dota 2. Yeah, that's the off-season grind, to be honest. Yeah, I'm in Fleisch's Discord as well. Do Peerless Scholar in there. Just get the gems, get out. But I don't really do it at 12:30 UTC. I usually do it at I think it's 2:30 UTC. In 2016, we used to have a group of people that would do it, but I don't know. Ever since that 2016 went down, I haven't really been doing Peerless Scholar, so I don't know who I'd do it with now. Well, my lunch is here. We got some ramen. No, is this ramen? No, this is Indomie. I got some Indomie with an egg. This is my lunch. Should be good. Yeah, 12:30 is mostly European, Asian. Sometimes. Depends on Asia has, I guess they could pick which one they want. If they want it in the afternoon, if they want it in the evening. North America is usually at 2:30 because it's a better time. At least for West Coast. East Coast, I guess if you wake up early enough, you could do 12:30, but who's trying to answer questions in the morning, you know what I mean? Earth Camp should just go, oh, interesting. Fighting this past 7 or past 5. The thing is, there's nothing to gain here. Like, what do you really realistically gain if you get this? You get the march speed, I guess, but you get to be as annoying as possible. But I think realistically, all camps are going to be saving as many resources as possible, saving as many as much as possible before this pass or before Kingsland. There you go. We could click the rally now. Oh, it's CPO Pakal. I mean, we'll definitely keep an eye out on this KvK to see what's going on and how it goes. But I want to eat this food, so that means I should end stream. But who should I host? I'll host Only Farmer because honestly, I got the idea of streaming my my KvK opening from her because I forgot that is opening today, and I saw her stream and I'm like, oh shit, she has a stream set up for KvK opening. I should probably do that too. Let's do one last look at 93X. 93X, how are you guys doing? I believe they're rallying as well, or they're just staring. Looks like it's just a staring contest right now. So most of the action happening in this bottom zone. But I'm gonna go ahead and raid Only Farmer because I want to eat. So I saw Ploto raid once we get there. A little bit of a short stream, but to be honest, past 7s are kind of boring. If there's a 4-drop or anything, someone let me know in Discord and I'll stream it. But we'll be raiding Only Farmer. Give her some love. If you guys also want Warrior Daddy Chadsky is also streaming. I really want to raid him, but I want to give Only Farmer some love. Warrior Chadsky has a couple of viewers already, so I'll catch you guys later. Peace.